And welcome back to the Public Offender 100 channel. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Just want to make sure we keep pushing the message out there. But I appreciate all the support that we gotten so far. Let's get into this next video, though. It's crazy. Benny the Crash Out King is back, man. Benny the Crash Out King is back. And Benny, before we get into this video, I just got something to ask you, bro, on some real shit.
Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired?
You good, fam? You all right, brother? You top tier trolling now, right?
So as I've been sitting back, people have been tagging me in a lot of videos of other content creators who are sharing the same sentiment that I do regarding, this Drew shit in this situation and this hate men rhetoric that is being spread by, people like her and her, cult. And as
he instantly goes to attacks. I'll be honest with you. I don't need to attack Benny personally, or I have really only attacked his rhetoric for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But if you would like to, in your bio it says when they go low, you go to somewhere else, which is I'm thinking hell. So we can go low, right? I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry if you want to go low. Just keep that in mind. The hate rhetoric that you're talking about, once again, and for the 20,000th time, women can say they hate men. It doesn't affect men. It's not scary. There's nothing scary about it. Well, I'm sorry. The only thing that's scary about it is men realizing that the jig is up. So it scares men. And usually when men get afraid, men lash out violently. So, we got to be careful of that. But there's no reason for women to not hate men at this point. And you're making it hard, you're trying to make the case that women shouldn't hate men while simultaneously being like one of the easiest men to hate. You know what I'm saying? Like your rhetoric and your demeanor and everything, like your message, all of that shit, how fake you are, how much you just parrot red pill talking points, misogynistic talking points. Like you make it hard. Like you shouldn't be the poster child for like bringing people together when it comes to this. I'm not trying to bring men and women together. I'm not trying to bring men and women together, right? Definitely, I'm not trying to do it artificially, right? By telling them just ignore all their real life, real world lived experiences. I'm not telling them that. If I'm telling people to get better, then ultimately I think we'll come together. But that's not my goal. My goal isn't to bring men and women together, right? I.e., tell women to swallow all of the bullshit that men give them and just accept men for where we're at, right? So I'm not in the business of telling people to come together and telling the oppressed to kumbaya with their oppressor like you want to do, right? Which is weird. It's like you're asking the flies to sit on the laps of the spiders and just forgive everything that the spiders have done. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
As I watch these other creators, I noticed something. They're not black men. And it would explain.
Nobody cares. You attack Drew. Drew isn't black. What's the point? Why are you trying to bring race into it? Now, I'm gonna teach the white people. I'm gonna teach the white people something right now. This is a black person using the race card. This is the proverbial race card, the proverbial race card that white people talk about all the time. Like a black person actually talking about the abuse that they have suffered at the hands of white supremacy and white people. That's not us using the race card, right? That's not us having a victim mentality. We are literally victimized. So we speak on it. It just is a fucking reality. Now, Benny is trying to turn this into like, oh, I'm a black man and they just hating on me because I'm a black man. But guess what, Benny? I'm a black man too. And I don't get that. I don't get that negative attention from these people. I bet you half the people you talking about in your comments started following me after they saw me on your live cooking you. So don't play the race card. It ain't got nothing to do with race. It's you. It's your rhetoric. It's you.
And there would be some probably subliminal, subconscious reactions as to why I was specifically picked. And
you were specifically picked because you specifically picked Drew. You tried to pick on Drew. Drew didn't know who the fuck you were before last Wednesday or whenever you started this shit. What are you talking about? That's what happened. You start, it's like attacking Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? We got the Drew Hive, right? The Drew Den. We're gonna call it the Drew Den, right? You attacked Drew, the claws come out respectfully, understandably. Now you're playing dumb. Now you're woe is me, protect me, black people. Fuck out of here, bro. You made your bed, now lay in it, Benny.
Attacked because the reactions to their videos when we're literally saying the same thing is interesting. Life coach Nicole fundamentally said the same thing that I did.
Benny, are you talking about this video when she was comparing Drew Follow to Queen Naija? I don't care to comment on Nicole's content or Queen Naija versus Drew Follow. I don't give a fuck. But I just want to make sure that this is the video we're talking about, because in this video, Nicole is really talking to the audience and how she's not talking negatively about Drew, and she's not talking negatively about Queen Naija. She's talking about the reaction that people got or the reaction that both people got for us, in her mind, essentially the same thing. Queen Naija hasn't gotten proposed to in 5 years. Drew got proposed to after 7 years. I don't even want to get into that. That's not even that type of shit I'm not concerned with at all. Couldn't care less. But I just want to make sure that we're talking about the same video, because you said you were saying the same thing. You may have a video where you touch on that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that. But you trying to act like that's like by the time you got to this video, you had already made 3 problematic videos about Drew. So, and I'm not saying that people wouldn't have come for you, but I don't think Drew's people would have come for you, because what did you say? What did Nicole say about Drew? A negative thing, in a negative way. Nothing. She didn't say anything negatively about Drew or Queen Naija. You have been disparaging Drew for a week straight. So once again, you are throwing rocks and hiding your brother. Just be a man, right? Be a human being. I don't want to say be a man. Stand up and be a human being. Take accountability for what you have done. Stop playing stupid. You have made your bed. Now you got to lay in it, brother. Period. Don't get me wrong. There could be another video you're referring to, but I just heard this video, and that's the only video I could find. I looked through her page, dating back over a month, and I haven't seen anything. So I don't know. You tell me. I ain't about to sit here and argue. Yo, she got a video. Cool, whatever. I'm just saying this video right here is nothing like what you were saying. I'm saying in totality that this is not what you were saying. That's it.
Responses and rhetoric in his comment sections than I. Responses are completely different. And she also pointed out another factor of the Queen Naija comparison to what Drew is doing. And then you have Womp Tom, who has several videos calling out Drew, and he has way different responses and rhetoric in his comment sections than I do.
Now all of a sudden you cool with a non-black person. Like, here's what I'm saying. You can't leverage the black card and then pivot and be like, oh yeah, this non-black person, he gets it. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic, sir? Womp Tom, I don't know. I know nothing about this man. I haven't looked up his shit. Couldn't care less, because this is not about anybody but you right now, as far as I'm concerned. But this is just weird. Like, it screams you're just trying to play victim, right? That's it. You flopping like a damn soccer player. You flopping like Messi or some shit like that. You being messy too.
I wonder why. Now, this is no hate or shade to either of these content creators, especially Womp Tom, because he reached out to me and even admitted, like, bro, you're not lying. You're right.
Oh, because Womp Tom, he fucks with you. He supports you, so you cool with protecting the non-black man all of a sudden. See how convenient that is?
Right. So why is the response to them different than me?
Because they don't like your personality, maybe. They don't like the fact that your charisma is at a negative 10,000, right? I don't know. I have no idea. Womtom could be funnier. I fucking don't know. But who cares?
And that is why I said you have to be careful of these non-black people who have BLM in their bios.
He out here dry snitching on these content creators, by the way. This is wicked work.
Because again, go to my comment section. You will see non-black women calling me boy and using racial undertones as means to justify their male.
Calling me boy. This motherfucker. Sir, women call men boys. I haven't read the comments. I don't even need to, because I already know what the shit looks like. Them saying like, boy, please. Boy, like how they say child or girl, same shit. You trying to act like they calling you boy, like to be like racist? Bro, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is this dude right here is diabolical at this point. Not that smart, but definitely diabolical.
Bashing rhetoric to me. They mask their underlying racism behind, or their want to tee off at black men.
See how he can understand racism but can't understand misogyny? See how easy it is? He's clocking racism that doesn't even exist in this instance and bypassing his own misogyny. His own misogyny, the internalized misogyny of maybe possibly that other woman, and the misogyny of Womtom or whatever. He's bypassing all of that to focus on the alleged suspected racism that he's experiencing from these people, which he's probably not.
Behind all men. So I want y'all to pay attention to that, black women. And then there's the clout chaser, the panda public.
Now he's going to talk about me, you guys. We're finally at the part that's very interesting to me.
The panda public offender, and he's made several videos about me on TikTok and YouTube, but y'all will call me obsessed, right?
This would be number 3. This is number 2 for you. This is number 3 for me. I made my video about you a month ago, maybe. I didn't make any other video. I didn't follow it up with 19 videos. I made one video about you. Then I went in your live, cooked you in like 5 minutes. You blocked me. Then you started getting mad because then I made another video about you. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. This would be number 4 now, right? This is number 4 because I responded to. Nah, this is number 3. Yeah, I think this is number 3. I don't know, 3 or 4. I don't give a fuck, but I'm just responding to you at this point. So, I made a video. Oh no, yeah, I made a video about you, about Drew, right? After I came out of your live of you going live about Drew. You went live about Drew. I went into the live. I didn't even know you were live about Drew. I just went into your live. Then I heard what you were saying. You were finally talking about something that interested me. And I jumped up on the panel. 5 minutes later, you blocked me. You claimed your mom blocked me, but it was probably you. You blocked me. And then I made the video about Drew after that, because I went and looked up the video after the live. I was like, what the fuck is this dude even talking about? Then I saw your shit. I made the video, cooked you in that video. You felt some type of way. You went live again, talking about me, calling me out in a live. I didn't go live about you. I didn't say shit about you. Then after that, I went into the live that day, cooked you for like an hour and a half, and here you are crying about it. 2 videos later, and I'm responding to everyone. Everyone, I'm going to respond to everyone. Every single time you lie on me, I'm going to respond to it. I'm on your neck. Know that for sure, without a doubt.
I guess I'm good content. That said, yesterday I posted a vulnerable video, being emotional, speaking on my inner feelings.
No, you weren't being emotional, Benny. You were trying to manipulate us. You don't know what you don't exhibit emotions. You have one emotion. Wet napkin, wet paper towel. That's your only emotion.
And doing the things that black women claim they want black men to do, right? If you can go to his page and watch the entirety of the video, because I'm not going to play the entirety.
See how he vacillates between talking about black people and black issues and talking about Drew, who is not a black woman, bringing up Womtom, who is not a black man. Now all of a sudden we're back to black women and black men and what black women want black men to do. Sir, you don't know what the fuck black women want. You don't listen to them.
Of the video, but I'm gonna show y'all why he is a snake oil salesman, and he is Derek Jackson without being attractive and having muscles. And that if you saw
Look,
me and him standing next to each other and you didn't know our content, you would 99% of these women who support him would approach me and try to talk to me. Not
okay, now, 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 Benny, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this, sir. I couldn't care less, first and foremost, about attracting other women because I'm a married man. I'm 42. I've hit the wall, right? I couldn't care less about being attractive to other women. I'm perfectly okay with the one woman in my house that sleeps in my bed, her being attracted to me, right? With that said, though, because I like a good roasting, hold on. I'm gonna let the video continue before I finish. I'm gonna let him finish his thought because he has more to say about me.
him. Because he literally looks like the black version of the guy who says Miss Finster on Recess.
Okay, Benny, you got your jokes in. Now, my turn, right? My turn. Um, so this is the telltale about all of this shit for Benny, right? So I'm the snake oil salesman. I'm like Derek Jackson. But guess what? You can't find a video, you can't find a clip, you can't find a comment of me talking about my looks in this way, saying that saying that all these women will want me. If you put me next to him, all these women gonna want me because I don't want that attention from women. That's not the attention that I want from women. I don't want sexual attention from women at all. Not even a little bit, believe it or not. From my wife, yes. From women in general, no. Doesn't help me at all. It does nothing, right? I don't mind a compliment. I don't mind, but I'm just saying that's not what I'm in it for. Clearly you are. And it's triggering because he's like the, I don't know, 10th dude to do this, right? When we engage in these conversations and I cook y'all, you inevitably get to this point of I have to talk about his physical looks, right? Now, Benny, here's where I got, like I said, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, my nigga. Benny, you look like a snapping turtle. You look Benny, hold on. This you, Benny? This you? On some real shit, brother. Look, hold on. Let me help you out, fam. Let me help you out. Ain't no, I'm my nigga. Like I said, I'm not this. I don't care if other women like me, but this is about you and me. You know, and this is why you're triggered because you can't beat me at you're not better than me at anything other than looking like a snapping turtle, right? Because in all honesty and all reality, you look like this little nigga. You look like this little nigga, bro. You shaped like this nigga too, right? So I've never been one, like I don't lack any confidence, man, in really anything. I'm not my looks, my abilities, mentally, or my intellect or anything like that. My mom instilled a lot of confidence in me, right? And I feel like I got it in check for the most part. It's not hubris at this point. It's just confidence. And I suggest you go out and get your own confidence. Maybe your wife can help you find some. I don't know, but move the fuck around.
She said something very funny.
No, she didn't.
Make sure that before I start this, you just know that you put your wife in the middle of this. I didn't put your wife in the middle of this. You did, right? Maybe I should have been debating your wife, because clearly you can't speak for yourself.
Actually, I speak for myself all the time. But see, unlike you, I reside in council with my wife. I speak with my wife. I talk with my wife. And allegedly on the streets, you've admitted to abusing yours.
Yeah. See, Benny, I spoke about this already in your live, right? And this and I said it to you to your face. And I actually said you probably have abused your wife too, right? I'm 100% sure you abuse women on the internet, so I know you abuse your wife in real life, right? But I'm gonna help you out. This is gonna be a teachable moment for Benny and the men like him. So this is what I'm talking about, right? You see, there is a wheel. It's a wheel of abuse, and it's at the center. It's all about power and control, right? And at the top, you see violence, right? You see violence, you see physical, you see sexual, you see all these different things. But if you read into it, let's read some of the things, right? Using intimidation, making her afraid by using looks, actions, gestures, smashing things, destroying her property, abusing pets, displaying weapons. That's, to me, that's like almost straight up violence. Using coercion and threats, making and or carrying out threats to do something to hurt her, threatening to leave her, to commit suicide, to report her to welfare, making her drop charges, making her do illegal things. These are extremes, right? Using emotional abuse, putting her down. Here's where I want men to take a second and don't listen to respond, but listen to understand. Let me read this to you. Using emotional abuse. This is the abuse that I'm talking about for me personally. Putting her down, making her feel bad about herself, calling her names, making her think she's crazy, aka gaslighting, playing mind games, gaslighting, humiliating her, making her feel guilty, gaslighting. All these are gaslighting tactics, which I've done, in which Benny, you were doing to me while we were online. So I'm sure you're doing it to your wife in real life. You guys are abusive online in 4K. And you're trying to convince us that you don't abuse your wife at home? I don't believe you. You need more people, right? And this is the type. These are the most common types of abuse. It ain't the using intimidation, using coercion, it's not that. It's using emotional abuse. That's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like. Using isolation, controlling what she does, who she sees and talks to, what she reads, where she goes, limiting her outside involvement, using jealousy to justify actions. These are not things that I've never done these things. Once again, not all of these things will apply to every person, but some of these things will apply to damn near everybody, right? Minimizing, denying, and blaming, making light of the abuse and not taking her concerns about it seriously. Benny, that is what your whole platform is built on. Your whole platform is built on the back of minimizing or making light of the abuse that women have suffered at the hands of men and the concerns that women are raising, like Drew. When Drew says, yeah, I suggest women hate all men until they find a man to not hate, right? I'm paraphrasing, right? That's her protecting herself. If you listen to her content, she'll tell you why she thinks like that. Women will tell you why they feel the way they feel about men. It is a direct reaction. It is, quote unquote, and I hate using this word, but it is reactionary abuse. That's what it is, right? But if you would read and you would listen, you would know this shit. But you don't want to know, and you don't want to read, and you don't want to listen. Minimizing, denying, and blaming, making light of the abuse and not taking her concerns about it seriously, saying the abuse didn't happen, shifting responsibility for abuse behavior, saying she caused it. Like when you said, Benny, the men that they choose, remember when you said that in the last video you made about me, you said the men, or in the video about Drew, you said you said about the men they choose. What is that? Let's read the last line. Shifting responsibility for abusive behavior, saying she caused it, aka or i.e. saying the men that they choose. Not talking about the actual abuser, you're talking about the women who are abused. You're saying it's their fault because they chose the men. You are abusive to women in 4K online. I have to tell you I've committed abuse against women. You commit abuse against women every day. Which one is worse? Who's the snake oil salesman? The person that if you wouldn't have known, if I wouldn't have told you, you wouldn't have known. So I told you because I want to make men understand that I'm not speaking from this high horse. I'm just speaking from a place of a person that's trying to do the work and trying to get better, but it's far from fucking perfect. Right? Where are you speaking from, Benny? From your high horse? You've never done any of this stuff? Bullshit, because you do it online. So I know you've done it to your wife, but I don't need for you to have done it to your wife. You do it to other women. You do it to women as a group. You're abusive to women as a group. So you want me to believe that you abuse women, your whole platform is built on you abusing women, right? But you want me and everybody else to believe that you don't abuse women and you don't abuse the women in your life. How do you flip that switch, Benny? Using children, making her feel guilty about the children, using the children to relay messages, using visitation to harass her, threatening to take the children away. Using male privilege, treating her like a servant. Benny, once again, you said in your video with Drew about Drew, you said these women or you said that you don't believe Drew. You think Drew she's doing the things that it takes to get a man, which was cooking for him. She coming home and cooking for him and cleaning for him and yada yada yada. That is what you said. So let's read this again. Using male privilege, treating her like a servant. Making all the big decisions, acting like the master of the castle, being the one to define men's and women's roles, societal privilege in general. Benny, all these things apply to you and your platform all day. Watch your videos. This is what you do, right? Let's keep going. Using economic abuse, preventing her from getting or keeping a job, making her ask for money, giving her an allowance, taking her money, not letting her know about or have access to family income. I don't know about that one, but the ones that apply to you, Benny, using male privilege, minimizing and denying, and using emotional abuse. All of those things you do on your platform on the regular. That you do on your platform on the regular. Why do I need to lie about anything? Why am I a snake oil salesman? Why? That is you. You are projecting. That is you. You actually don't care about women. You don't care about making men and women coming together. You're using abusive tactics, literally in 4K. All your videos are you using abusive tactics to coerce and manipulate women into giving access to abusive and manipulative men such as yourself. And you have the audacity to come after me. And that's why you said all of this shit when I wasn't there, because I would have told you all of this shit to your face, because I was telling you this shit to your face. I don't throw rocks and hide my hand. You blocked me. Remember that. You blocked me again. You got me blocked right now. As you're making all of these videos about me, you're not tagging me in them, but you're putting my name in it. Think about it. You're putting my name in it, not tagging me. Once again, remember when you said that Drew did that about you? You said that she was running and hiding. No. You said Drinkable Brian did that. Remember in that video? You said Drinkable, he's such a coward. He made a video about me, blocked me, and then talked about me on IG. That's what you're doing, sir. That is literally, you are a hypocrite, Bernard. You're a hypocrite, sir. Leave me, brother. You can try to come after me all you want, but my work is proof of who I am, right? You talking about doing work in the real world. This is actually doing work in the real world. The shit that I say online actually impacts people in the real world. The same way the shit you say on, sir, Benny, if you thought that, if you think that the things you say online don't affect people in the real world, then why are you talking about, nah, my wife told me not to give up and keep going, and I gotta keep pushing and keep striving because people needs me. If you truly believe that, then why not shut the fuck up? If you think what you're saying doesn't have any impact, why do it? Oh, maybe for the money? I don't know. But I don't think you believe that. You believe that what you're doing is making a difference, which I find laughable. Well, time out. I agree with your wife. I do think the things you say are making an impact. It's just the impact is a negative one. That's the only difference. I do agree. I do. You are making an impact. It's just negative. Okay? But I just want y'all to, like, if you can't, like, look, man, I get it. It's hard to fuck with me. It really is. It's hard to fuck with a genuine person. That's why it's hard for you to fuck with Drew. It's hard for you to fuck with real, genuine people that stand 10 toes in they shit, that don't waver, don't buckle. You ain't clipped up one video of mine and was like, oh, see, he contradicted himself. Oh, see, this is the thing. No, you can't do that with me. Ain't no mystery in my history, fam. I could do this with you all day, and I will. So I thank you for the invite to the party, bro. I'm on your neck all the rest of 2024. Good luck.